Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Dallas, Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news, so let's talk about a potential blockbuster move that's been buzzing around NFL circles. Devin Witherspoon, the star cornerback from the Seattle Seahawks, possibly heading to the Dallas Cowboys. I know. This sounds like something straight out of an NFL trade rumor mill, but the buzz is real. And reputable insiders like Adam Schefter and Diana Rossini have been dropping hints about a deal that could happen right after the trade deadline, which is coming up on November 22nd. And trust me, this could be one of those moves that change the entire landscape of the NFC playoff race, especially for the Cowboys, who are sitting at 5-5 and looking to tighten up that secondary after a series of injuries and inconsistent play. Now, the details are pretty intriguing. According to sources, the Seahawks are open to parting ways with Witherspoon, who's been trending as one of the most promising young defensive backs in the league. The proposed deal: Seattle would send him to Dallas in exchange for a first-round pick in 2026 and a third-round pick this year. That's a hefty price, but it makes sense for a Cowboys team that's been searching for that game-changing corner who can lock down the best receivers and add that extra edge at a crucial moment in the season. Plus, the Seahawks would be freeing up around $11 million in cap space, which they can use to rebuild the offensive line, something they desperately need considering their issues up front. Now, why would Dallas pull the trigger on this? Well, it's not just about filling a positional need. It's about upgrading the entire secondary and injecting some serious playmaking ability. Witherspoon, also known as Spoon the Disruptor by some fans, is a ball hawk who has made a name for himself with ferocious tackles and clutch interceptions. His presence would immediately boost Dallas's coverage stats. Think about it. The Cowboys' pass defense, which has copped some criticism lately, could see a significant upgrade, perhaps as much as a 20% improvement in coverage efficiency. That's huge, especially in a division as competitive as the NFC East, where the likes of A.J. Brown and other top-tier receivers are lurking. Right now, the Seahawks are sitting at 7-3, and despite their impressive record, their defense is allowing over 8 points per game, something they're eager to improve. They're in a bit of a transitional phase. The team has about $19 million in cap space, but their run defense has been a concern, allowing 112 rushing yards per game. They've been prioritizing edge rushers after losing key players like Mafe to injuries, and they're clearly looking to shake things up. That's where Witherspoon fits in. They're taking a step back to rebuild and gather more draft capital, especially with the upcoming draft having some promising defensive prospects. On the flip side, for the Cowboys, acquiring Witherspoon would be a game-changer. Imagine a defense where he teams up with Trevon Diggs, forming a duo reminiscent of some of the best cornerback tandems in recent history. His addition could push the Cowboys' coverage EPA, expected points added, up by around 21%. And projections suggest he could snag around 5 interceptions per season, something that could be the difference in tight games down the stretch. His elite YAC allowed per reception, which is just 39 yards, shows how disruptive he is when on the field. In 2024, he posted a PFF grade of 92, with 11 pass breakups on average each season and only a few missed tackles, demonstrating his reliability. What makes this trade even more compelling is how Witherspoon's style of play can elevate the whole defense. His aggressive coverage, combined with the Cowboys, front led by Micah Parsons, could turn Dallas into an even more formidable force. Parsons, who's already a superstar, would have an even more dangerous secondary to complement his pass-rushing prowess. The potential synergy here is huge. Adding Witherspoon would not only improve coverage but also help minimize the impact of injuries in the secondary, like the recent strain on Lewis, who's been a solid contributor but needs help. Plus, with the other NFC East rivals struggling with their pass defense, look at the Giants and their issues. It's clear that Dallas can capitalize by boosting their own secondary. Looking at the bigger picture, this move could also significantly impact the Cowboys' Super Bowl odds. Currently, Dallas's chances are around +8-0, which might seem long, but with Witherspoon, those odds could drop to about +4-0, making them a much more serious contender. His presence would be a clear X factor in the playoffs, especially against aerial threats from teams like the Eagles or the 49ers. The comparison with Gilmore's impact in 2019 is apt here. Adding a player like Witherspoon could boost Dallas's defensive win probability by around 17%, a huge leap for a team aiming to bring that sixth Lombardi trophy home. Of course, the Seahawks aren't just giving up a talented young player without a reason. They see this as part of their rebuild, especially with their defense needing a revamp. They're also looking to gather draft capital to address other needs, like offensive line and wide receiver, areas that could use fresh talent. But for Dallas, this is about making a statement. It's about showing that they're not just content with their current roster. They're willing to make bold moves to go all in this season. Witherspoon's aggressive style, combined with the Cowboys' already potent defense, could be the missing piece to finally push them into serious Super Bowl contention. Now, let's not forget that acquiring a player of Witherspoon's caliber isn't without risk. He's had some injuries, like the shoulder injury in Week 6 that caused him to miss 2 games, but his overall health and performance have been solid. His career stats, including 4 interceptions as a rookie and a PFF grade of 86. 5 overall in 2023 show he's trending upward. His ability to force turnovers averaging around 11 per season would be a massive boost for Dallas's secondary, which has been slightly inconsistent at times. Plus, his young age and high ceiling make him a perfect fit for the Cowboys' defensive core that's built around Parsons and Diggs. To sum it up, this potential trade isn't just about adding a player, it's about changing the narrative. The Cowboys are looking to solidify their defense, elevate their chances in the playoffs, and send a message that they're serious contenders. The Seahawks, on the other hand, are taking a step back to reset and rebuild their roster for a brighter future. But for Cowboys fans, the possibility of adding Witherspoon is something to get excited about. It's a move that could redefine their secondary and give them that extra edge they need to finally get over the hump and chase a Super Bowl title. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Witherspoon is the perfect fit for the Cowboys? Would this move push them over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news.